Hey Aquarius, this is Lotus Magic. Welcome to my page. I'm bringing you today your July 2018 Oracle Guidance message. So before I get started with the message, I just want to say a couple things. As you can see, I've already pre-pulled the cards, and I did this for two reasons. One is time consumption, to limit the time you spend on this video having to watch me shuffle, because the way I shuffle can be time consuming, because I like to let the cards speak to me and not just pull the card that I think needs to be pulled. And two, I also like to sit with the cards before I deliver the message to really get in touch with my intuition and spirit to try to deliver the message accurately and not feel so rushed to get right into the message, because I don't want to hold you up or spend any time on camera really quietly tuning into the energy of the cards. So I'll be doing this. I'll be doing my readings this way from now on, unless Spirit guides me to do it another way. Okay, so let me get right to the reading. So this month, Aquarius, the energy that I'm getting for you for July, July being a 7 month. 7 is a number of spirituality and personal growth. So this month, you guys need to work on, this month, your theme is kind of like sex with love. And the song that comes to mind when I was sitting with the cards was the song by Trey Songz, Sex Ain't Better Than Love. I think that's the title, but if not, that's the words of the song. Sex ain't better than love. And that's the message and the energy that I'm pulling for the Aquarius collective this month. So your oracle guidance message comes from the Angel of Families, and it reads, the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. So it's possible that Aquarius, some of you have recently had a loss of someone close to you, possibly. Or if you haven't had a loss of a close loved one, you're just in a period where you're feeling alone. So the angels want you to know that they're near you. And particularly if you have a loved one, that loved one is near you and protecting you. So you don't have to worry. You're not alone. You're being protected and guided from this person, or your angels right now. They can feel and sense your loneliness, so they're just surrounding you right now in a protective energy to kind of get you out of the slump that you're feeling, so you're not feeling alone. So don't worry, you're not alone. You're always protected. And in those moments where you are feeling alone and missing your loved one, it's okay to talk to them, because they hear you. And just like they can answer your prayers, they can hear you talking to them just as you would if they were alive. But if this isn't related to a death or anything like that, just know that your angels are there, and they're always around you and protecting you. So if there's something you need, just ask, because you're not alone. No one's ever alone. Especially when we lose our loved ones, they go on to become our angels. And so they're always there and they're always present, especially when they sense that we're down and feeling a little sad. You know, they come to give us their love and their loving protection. So where you need to focus your energy for the month of July is on self-discipline. Now, this card is the reason why I said the sex with love is where you need to focus your energy. because it's possible that many of you Aquarius, in this time period of feeling alone, you're filling your time with sex. It's like you're using sex to cope. And the problem with that is when we're using sex to cope and we're using sex to kind of take up the time to fill our loneliness, and we're filling our beds with people that, just kind of help us keep us from being alone. It's typically that's like sex from a low vibrating energy. And it's possible that you're attracting sexual partners that are also low vibrating, and the sex might be good, but afterwards you're kind of depleted, and it's putting you right back into that same lonely feeling because you don't love the person that you're having sex with. It's just you love the pleasure that you get from this person in the moment, but it's not with love. So you need to really work on your sacral chakra and really try to work on loving yourself and embracing love so that you can find a partner that is going to help you heal, and find a partner that's going to help you bring love in your life. So you really need to focus your energy on having some self-discipline to not use sex, because it's possible that you might be sleeping with multiple people, and that alone is draining to your energy field, especially if they're not vibrating from a high place, and they're not people that are helping you truly heal your wounds and bring you to a higher vibration. You're just depleting yourself. And the number 41, it's like you need to find the stability and the strength within yourself. 4 is the number of strength and stability, and the 1 is the number of self. So you really need to find the strength within yourself and the stability within yourself to start seeking out sexual partners that you love. And it's not even like seeking out sexual partners that you love. I don't like that. I feel like you need to focus on getting yourself to a place where you're entering relationships with people that you love. And if you don't love them, then you don't need to waste your time, especially sexually, because sex is an energy exchange. And it's not fair to you to take on someone's low vibrating energy, but it's not fair for you to pass on your low vibrating energy to someone, because maybe the person that you are or the people you are having sex with are vibrating high, but you're not. So if you're not, then you're just transferring that low energy to your partners, and it affects them as well. So you really need to focus this month on having the discipline to really look at sex from a love vibration, and not a pleasure vibration. Just trying to have sex to take your mind off your stress and off your worries, and just to fill your time or fill your bed so you're not alone, because you're not alone. Your angels are with you as you're going through this process of healing. So anytime you connect with people from a place of just pleasure and not love, you're blocking your own healing, because like I said before, you only feel good in the moment, but once the moment is over, you're kind of, you don't really like the person. You don't really have that love for that person. So what you do is you have sex, you feel good for the moment, and then you probably shake and ghost that person. Move on to the next person. And it's like a cycle, just sex and ghost. But it's depleting your sacral chakra, and it's depleting your heart chakra. So you need to really focus on bringing some abundance of love into your life. And it's possible that your angels are trying to guide you and protect you almost from yourself right now. And sometimes relationships can really prevent us from growing the way that we need to. So we have to spend some time alone in order to really get in touch with ourselves and get to know ourselves and connect with ourselves so that we can do the proper healing without having to take into consideration how your growth and your healing might affect your partner. And what you might notice in the process is that you start to restructure your environment because your vibration's changing, and you want to deal with people that truly love you for who you are. But that's going to start with you truly loving yourself for who you are, embracing who you are, embracing your sexuality, but on a more loving vibration instead of just kind of like a root chakra where it's like sex for survival. And I know that sometimes when we are grieving, especially when we're grieving the loss of someone close, and men do this a lot, they want to have more sex because it's the way that they feel alive again. Okay, but you need to move away from using sex to feel alive to really embracing life and embracing love and allow love to make you feel alive again. So the other card that I pulled for where you need to focus your energy was on completion, and this is a 9. So it's possible that many of you have been working on completing this cycle and you're coming to a time of completion, or you really need to focus on completing this negative cycle of sex for pleasure and embracing sex with love. So you need to focus on your crown chakra and really connecting to your spirituality and God during this time, because God is love. So if you're not if you're not in relationships that God isn't blessing, then you're going to really experience those lower vibrational energies because there's really no true love in it. So these relationships aren't helping you heal. They're actually pouring more salt on the wounds, because it's like a cycle that you're going through when you're either going partner to partner, having that momentary bliss, and then afterwards you really kind of don't want to see the person, you don't want to be around the person, and it creates conflict because, like I said, it's not fair to transfer that energy on to other people, and then it's not fair for you to take on someone else's energy, because when you're in this vibration, you attract people that are on that vibration. So you have two people who are wounded or two people who are low vibrational. How are you really going to get yourself up and lift your vibrations if both of you are bringing each other down? So you really need to take some time to work on your crown chakra and also do the healing that you need to do so that you don't continue this cycle. It's really just time to complete this cycle because it's not healthy for you. Mentally, it's not healthy for you. And emotionally, it's not healthy for you. And so it's starting to take a toll on you. And the more you go into these cycles, hey, if you have multiple partners, it doesn't even matter at this point, because at the end of the day, you're still feeling alone. You're not even satisfied with the relationships that you are in or the partners that you are with. You still feel alone because there's parts of you that are not connecting on any other level with these people outside of sex. You're not vibing with them. So, okay, for example, you hook up and, you're having fun and, you're hanging out, and then you have sex, and then afterwards you have nothing else to talk about. You have nothing else in common. You have nothing else to connect you to this person on a higher level. Now, you guys might be able to, drink, party, do all that, but beyond that, there's nothing. So what happens is after the fun's over, and you don't have anybody to sit down and have that serious heart-to-heart conversation with, and you don't have anybody that's really focused on helping you heal. So it's you could be laying next to the person, right there next to the person, and you still feel alone. So try not to get caught up in using sex to kind of distract yourself. And this can go for a person in a relationship as well. If you have things that's going on in your life where you're healing from, just try not to mask it with sex, because you're not having sex from a high vibrating place. You need to, make sure you're communicating with your partner the things that are going on with you, so your partner can make themselves available to help you heal and end this cycle. Because even in a relationship, it's kind of like you roll over, you guys have sex, doing your routine in the relationship, but then you roll back over and you're kind of in your head and you're not feeling fulfilled. So maybe there's been some strain in the relationship and you need to get back to that loving place with your partner as well. So this can be both for singles or a person in a relationship. Either way, it's never a good feeling to feel alone in a relationship. And it's never a good thing to try to fill the void of your loneliness with different partners to sleep with. So this month you really need to focus on how you're using your sexual energy and raise the vibration and do it from a more loving place, not obligation. If you're in a relationship, you don't want to do it out of just obligation. You want there to be that passion and that love. But if you have things that you're dealing with, you need to take care of that first and allow your partner to help you do that. And if you're single, then you need to take some time out and really focus on healing yourself or connecting with a partner that truly loves you and wants to see you be better, so you're not feeling alone inside of this relationship. Your healing insight message comes from the Golden Healer, and if you see the number on this card is 27, so there's a heavy emphasis on ending and completing a cycle, and it's definitely around having that discipline in your sexual practices. Okay. Recognize your potential to be an amazing healer. Your abilities need honing, and those who heal are soul scored to develop empathy. Much in your life needs transforming. Surrender willingly to the process. Someone clinging to the past holds you back. Encourage them to let go. You may be asked to transform your environment or take on a challenging task. Do so with grace and ease. Healing flows through you. It is a process, not something you do. So if you're single, I feel like it might be time for you to take a break sexually, especially if you've been having sex from a more addictive kind of pattern. It might be time to take a break to allow your sacral chakra to heal and to allow yourself to heal, because you have the ability to heal and sex can be very healing. So, but if you're not in a right vibration, you're not going to be able to help others heal. So you need to really maybe take a break from sex for a while to find that love, to really work on your heart chakra and connect with God so that you can really get into a state of love, because it's time to end that cycle where, you're not looking at sex from a love perspective. You're looking at it from a pleasure perspective. If you're in a relationship, it might be time to end the way that you and your partner utilize sex as well. If right now you're kind of not in a sexual kind of mode because you are healing, it's time to end that part of you that just goes with that flow too. And like I said before, allow your partner to help you heal. Or if you're in a partnership where your partner might be dealing with some healing, don't allow them to drain you sexually because it helps them cope. Okay, be honest with your partner and let them know if having sex with them doesn't make you feel good afterwards and doesn't really make you feel like it's giving you life. Your partner may be draining you sexually because of their own issues. And so you need to have that conversation with them so they can do the proper healing and really bring the love back in the sex, and not just having sex with you because it's helping them cope right now, because that's not the proper way to help heal your partner. Sex is supposed to be a loving act, not an energy drainer. So if your partner is down, depressed, and in need of healing, when they have sex with you, they're just ejaculating, if it's a male, that stress and worry and pain in you. And then you're feeling low if you're a woman, and vice versa. If you're a woman in this situation and you're the one healing, when you connect with your partner, your thoughts, your energy is draining your partner as well. So what happens is you end up rolling over and you're kind of in your head still, and you feel alone, or your partner feels like alone because there's no love there. There's no passion there. So it's time to end that and have sex from a healthier place. Sex responsibly for singles. If you're single, sex responsibly. And if you're in a relationship, sex lovingly. And then you'll notice that you can really, really, truly heal. But for Aquarius, it might just be time to take a little break, get a little breather, and really rethink your sexual practices and your sexual motives, and try to bring some love back into your sexual practices. And remember that you're not alone. Your angels are near. So you don't need to do all of these crazy things to fill the void and to fill your bed, or fill your time, or to fill that wound, that hole in your heart with sex. Okay, until August, love and light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.